Hello everyone, welcome to the Wonder Garden channel. Have you ever had orchids that look very healthy with lush green leaves but still refuse to bloom? Today, I will guide you through a highly effective organic fertilizer formula to stimulate orchid flowering. When applied correctly, orchids that seem to have been asleep for a long time will begin to produce new flower spikes, grow vigorously, and bloom beautifully once again. In reality, there are no orchids that are difficult to bloom. It's just that we may not fully understand their needs or care for them properly. When stimulated at the right time and given sufficient nutrition, orchids respond clearly with strong, healthy flower spikes. Let's get started. First, prepare 1 liter of clean water, then add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. Stir gently until the baking soda is completely dissolved, forming a clear and uniform solution. Do you often eat apples? Today I will wash this apple using the baking soda solution prepared earlier. Baking soda helps remove the preservative wax layer, dirt, and pesticide residues that may remain on the apple's skin, making the apple cleaner and safer to eat. After washing, rinse the apple again with clean water. Then use a soft cloth or paper towel to gently dry off the excess water on the surface. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. Normally, when eating apples, we often peel off the skin and throw it away. However, few people know that apple peels can be reused to make fertilizer for orchids. This is also why I wash the apple thoroughly before peeling it, to ensure it is completely safe for the plants. Apple peels contain a high amount of potassium, vitamins, and natural organic acids. These nutrients help stimulate flower bud differentiation in orchids, support the development of flower spikes, and at the same time, enhance the plant's resistance, making the leaves greener and firmer and the roots stronger and healthier. Once the apple peels are ready, I will chop them into small pieces. This helps the peels release nutrients more easily, shortens the extraction time, and allows orchids to absorb the nutrients faster and more effectively when used. Put all the chopped apple peels into a clean glass cup. Then add 500 milliliters of hot water. Next, cover tightly and let the solution steep for 1 day so the nutrients are fully extracted, creating a nutrient-rich solution ready to use for the orchids. The next ingredient I will use is 3 cloves of garlic. Garlic contains many natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds, especially allicin. When used as a fertilizer for orchids, garlic helps eliminate harmful bacteria and fungi, reduces root and crown rot, and at the same time stimulates strong and healthy root growth. In addition, garlic helps boost the plant's resistance, making orchids stronger, more stable in growth, and creating favorable conditions for the plant to focus on bud formation and flowering. After adding all the garlic into a clean glass cup, I will then add 500 milliliters of warm water. The warm water helps extract the nutrients in the garlic more quickly and effectively. Next, stir gently and cover tightly with a lid. Let it steep for 1 day. After 1 day, once the apple peel and garlic solution has steeped for enough time, I will strain it and remove all the solid residue, keeping only the clear, nutrient-rich liquid. Filtering helps make the solution cleaner, free of residue, preventing spray nozzles from clogging and avoiding any negative impact on the roots during use. At the same time, I will filter each solution separately, then mix the garlic solution and the apple peel solution together. When combined, these two solutions complement each other, enhancing their effectiveness in stimulating orchid flowering. The liquid obtained is a concentrated organic fertilizer solution. Therefore, I will dilute this solution with an additional 1 liter of clean water. Diluting it helps reduce the concentration, making the solution gentler and safer, allowing orchids to absorb the nutrients easily without causing root shock or leaf burn. I will guide you through 3 ways to care for your plants using this solution. Method 1. Use a portion of the diluted solution and pour it into a small cup. Soak a soft cotton pad or a clean cloth in the solution, then gently wipe both sides of the orchid leaves evenly. When wiping, you should wipe from the base of the leaf toward the tip. This helps remove dust and dirt while allowing the solution to penetrate the leaf surface more effectively. This method not only removes impurities and bacteria on the leaves, but also allows nutrients from the apple peel and garlic solution to be absorbed directly, helping orchids grow healthier and stimulating the flowering process. The nutrients in the apple peels are absorbed directly through the leaves, making them shinier and greener, enhancing photosynthesis, and helping orchids take up nutrients more quickly. Allicin in garlic forms an invisible protective layer on the surface of the leaves and stems, providing natural antibacterial and antifungal effects that help prevent pest and disease attacks. At the same time, it strengthens the orchids, reduces the risk of root and leaf rot, supports stable growth, and creates favorable conditions for flower spike development and blooming. Method 2. Pour the diluted solution into a spray bottle, then mist it evenly over the entire garden, especially on both sides of the leaves, the leaf joints, and the stems. It is best to spray in the early morning or late afternoon, so the plants can absorb the nutrients most effectively and to avoid heat shock to the leaves. When misted, the apple peel and garlic solution helps supply natural nutrients, stimulates metabolic processes, and at the same time supports the prevention of fungal diseases and harmful insects. When sprayed evenly and properly, orchids will remain healthy and green, with glossy leaves, fewer pest and disease problems, and favorable conditions for flower bud differentiation and more vigorous blooming. Method 3. If your orchids are very healthy, with lush green leaves and stable root growth, but are slow to flower or refuse to bloom, you can apply this additional tip to stimulate them. Before watering, add 2 to 3 ice cubes to the diluted fertilizer solution to slightly lower the temperature to a naturally cool level. Note that the solution should not be too cold, as a sudden drop in temperature can shock the plant and negatively affect the root system. Then, water this cooled fertilizer solution directly at the base of the orchid. In nature, orchids need a clear temperature difference between day and night to regulate their growth hormones. This temperature change stimulates the plant to shift into the reproductive stage, leading to the formation of new flower spikes and buds. This method is especially effective for orchids grown in stable environments with little temperature fluctuation. When applied correctly and combined with proper care, the orchids will sense that it is time to bloom, helping stimulate the growth of strong flower spikes and more vibrant, abundant flowers. Results. After applying this care method, my orchids began to develop new flower spikes that became stronger and more visible each day. This proves that when we address the plant's natural growth needs correctly, especially nutrition and temperature differences, orchids can regulate their hormones on their own and naturally enter the flowering stage. When caring for orchids, it's not just about fertilizing or watering regularly. It's also important to understand their natural growing environment. With just small but well-applied adjustments, I believe you can successfully stimulate your orchids to produce plump flower spikes, bloom brilliantly, and keep the flowers lasting longer on the plant. Wonder Garden channel always shares simple, easy-to-apply orchid care tips that deliver clear results. If you love orchids and want your plants to stay healthy and bloom regularly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any useful videos.